Hello guys, you might remember that I used to do couch culture videos. I haven't done one for a while. I managed to actually exhaust the market and have barely any games left to kind of review in the future. There is some repeats on this list, but this is a four-player list, so some of the two-player stuff we get to see four-player, and that interests me because I want to see if the game changes, if it suffers with frame rate, if the graphics take a hit, all that sort of stuff. Quick disclaimer, I'm moving countries, so there's going to be some downtime from the channel. That's all going to be over pretty soon, couple of weeks, so just bear with me on that one. We're doing Jamestown first. Jamestown is actually a genre I'm a big fan of. It's a shmup or shoot 'em up, and it's it's had a few different versions on the PlayStation Store. It's obviously sporting these great 8-bit graphics, and it's a very easy to get your head round four-player game with no requirement for PSN. I'm marking all these games on this. By the way, we've got 6, I think, and this is obviously the first in that line. Craziness, alright, is the first thing that strikes you with this game. Not only are the visuals a bit crude for some, I personally love them, but it's a bullet hell game where you have to focus so hard on who you are and what you're doing, and there's a button for a big large special, and there's also a button for like a shield, like a dawn. I think it's a dawn or something. It keeps prompting me to do this stuff. I kind of need to get my head around it more. The guys I had round, it was kind of hit and miss. Some of them are fans of the retro genre, some of them aren't, but it was good because I love to see this art, and I love bullet storm games, bullet hell games rather. Michael nearly slipped there. And look at this art style. Look at how cool this boss is, how massive he is, and how much fun it was us all taking him on. And of course there's upgrades and lots of different things that you can do to your ship between levels, and the game is quite vast in regards to difficulty type and level variation. So Jamestown, this is Jamestown Plus. This is the sort of deluxe version with all the add-ons. Yeah, it rears its head again. Dragon's Crown, the PlayStation 4 enhanced version. This is a 4-player game. It has been on a list before, only 2-player, so I wanted to sort of get the guys involved and get them all going. The trouble with this game is it's not very pick up and play. Although it looks pick up and play, it's incredibly layered with all of the loot and all of the weapon types, and also if you're not familiar with the sort of beat 'em up side scroll thing, you can get in a right mess with who's who and whether you're taking damage or not, and how all the different moves work with the different characters, because there's mages and there's knights and there's magic and there's healing, and it's just crazy. The guys, bless them, did a really good job. They got me the footage, but I just wanted to say that if you're casual or you're thinking, oh, this looks good, it looks quite simple, it is not. It's a very deep game. Very good game though. It's a bit high on this list annoyingly, but it's worth a look.
Nippon Marathon!
Mad as a Hatter doesn't really come close to describing the just bizarreness of this whole game. Nippon Marathon is weird from the get-go. I mean, it looks like shit, but that's not something that we need to worry about because it's a couch co-op indie game. We're not judging it on that front, and it's obviously playing up to this crazy Japan game show genre. But it's just, the weirdness just keeps coming, and you can't help but think, what were these guys on when they made this game? I mean, it is not polished by any stretch of the imagination. What I do love is those sort of Gang Beast style ragdoll physics on the falling over. Now, this game made us all laugh out loud. It's the first one on the list where we were all just laughing our heads off at what our characters were doing, what we were doing to each other. We were throwing melons at each other. It was just, even the non-player character models, what they're doing, and when the dogs get involved, it was a hell of a laugh. Not really a sort of refined couch co-op experience in my eyes, but an awful amount of fun. The game does cost quite a bit of money for what it is. I think it's around $15 to $20, which is a little bit steep, seeing as that it looks like it was made on Corel Paint. But if you're like me and you're scraping the barrel and you're thinking, I need something fun, I want something to make people laugh, this will make everybody laugh straight up. So Tooth and Tail, it gets featured on this list. It was featured before as a two-player game, and this is such an interesting one for me because it's a real-time strategy game in the vein of anything like StarCraft or Command and Conquer, and so it's really nice to have this on console and from an indie developer and boast 4 players. So I was really interested to see how that panned out because the two-player I played with somebody who's sort of familiar with the genre. I remember at the time, and they sort of knew what was going on. The people that are playing on this particular piece of footage, 2 of them do not like the genre. One of them has no idea, Omar, what was going on at all through the whole of this gameplay. So you'll see that in the split. But really, really user friendly interface. No PSN sign-in, obviously. And here we go. So you have the 4-screen split. Now I wanted to see how the game performed. I'm looking at frame rates here. I'm just thinking this whole thing's going to chug. It's going to slow down. It's not going to cope with it. But it didn't at all. We all got on with our little base building stuff. I was not paying attention to what I was doing because I'm shouting button controls at everybody in the room, telling them to sort of start building killer badges and stuff. Lee is the green, and he owns this game, and the sneaky sod. He was getting everything done early doors. He was getting an army of adders. Anyway, you'll see how it all pans out. But another funny aspect to it, and I remember a game called Screen Cheats that I used to have on these lists. I was looking at everyone, and you can see when someone's attacking someone else. So really interesting alliances could develop here. You all have a corner of the map, obviously, and you all got to take bases and just take your army over. It's a lovely little game. It looks gorgeous. I love the character models on that character selection screen, and the whole thing's got a like weird communist sort of rusky, strange soundtrack to it. It's got like it sounds like old Russia. It's really, I can't quite explain it. It's really weird, but it's beautiful. And if you are remotely interested in this genre, if you're like me and you adore StarCraft and just annoyed that it's not on console, Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 don't offer this awesome idea of having 4 people on screen at the same time. Absolutely awesome. Straight up, that music just says that the people who made this game are not mucking about. It's like Wipeout quality house sort of electro music. I love it. It's brilliant. It really gets you in the mood for what you're about to experience. This is N++, and it's a very famous game, both on and off the console. It's always been around. This one is a slightly revamped version for the PlayStation 4, obviously, and it's got it's the first game on the list where everyone in the room understood it instantly, and it was the first game on the list where everybody was like, we need to try this again. And I don't often get that. The first couple of games that we've had here, they were like, okay, fair enough, what's next? But this we stuck with it for quite a while, actually. I probably had the most footage of all of the games from N++ because of its brilliantly simple control method, and just how visually the cues are geared towards everybody understanding what's going on very quickly. So it offers a co-op mode, and it also offers what we really loved, which was the competitive mode. So that was a race to this door at the bottom of the screen. This game is brilliant. I cannot believe it's not been on the list before, and it's great single player, 2-player, 4-player, N++, an absolute winner. So talking about accessibility, you cannot really get more accessible than Horizon Chase Turbo. This game is a storm. It came into my life and just said, I know exactly what you want from a couch co-op game when it comes to driving, and this is it. And I haven't had the chance to put it on 4 screens, so again, I'm interested in seeing how it performs. Absolutely smooth as butter the whole time. Nothing wrong with the frame rates, not a single graphical downgrade, no resolution resolution issues. Smooth as anything. I loved it. And as you can see, if you like Chase HQ, if you liked Outrun, even if you just enjoy Mario Kart, there's certain aspects of that here. Everyone's got a boost. You have to be on the right place on the track to collect fuel. It's mind-blowingly, amazingly awesome, this game. It's indie. It just loves being 4-player. It wants you to be 4-player. It's geared up for that. And it's so quick and reactive. You've even got Dubai, Matt. You can see Burj Khalifa down there and the Burj Al Arab. Hilarious, the parallax scrolling on those graphics. But this is just lovely. I love it so much. This game is going to be around for a long time, I think. And if you've never got near it and you're thinking, oh, I need a new couch co-op game, and this is so good. Love it to bits. So bloody hell! I mean, it's never been on a list for 4-player. I'm as surprised as you. It's number 1 on my top 15 couch co-op games of all time. That video is about to hit 1 million views. Can you believe? So a lot of people have seen my content about the game and how strong it is. I mean, it's kind of an inspiration, really, for me, for the channel. I had a mate, and we did the whole campaign split screen. It was just the full game in split screen is absolutely stunning. So I was very, very keen to see how this did with 4 people involved. And bear in mind, this is the patch. I've got that HD patch on, and I'm using the Pro. But Jesus Christ, check this out. I mean, it just works. It just freaking works. There was nothing going wrong here. I was thinking we are going to really face some lag, but this game just handles it, completely handles it. I don't know whether it's because this is the Handsome Collection. I wonder if it ran this well on a 360. I don't know, but everybody understood what they needed to do. We're all first-person shooter players, including Omar, so it was okay. Everyone just got straight into it. Brilliant game, and yeah, it's so deserved to be at the top of this list. Bring on Borderlands 3, and of course we got to try the new DLC. Everyone got to scale up so we could try that Linth DLC, so amazing. As always, see you down there, guys. Love you. I will have the move sorted. You'll hear from me in a couple of weeks. Take care.